So during one of the holidays, I went out and I went shopping and picked up some clothes that, you know, the great deals that you get during the holidays. And I returned home from Chesapeake all the way to Norfolk, Virginia. And I came to find out that, you know, they had actually left one of these security tag things on my clothes. There's actually two of them. These things, they evidently pop if you try to pull them off forcibly. So I had the option. Could I drive all the way back, which would take at least an hour or so of my time, and get them to remove it, or should I go ahead and remove it myself? I figured I should probably remove it myself and figure out how these things work. So first thing I did was I taped up the actual the holes on the thing so that if I did break the actual ink containers, maybe that would contain it and save the garment. I wasn't sure, but it was just a precaution. Next step was to actually try and pry it open, which did not work. They kind of made it look like that. It was sealed totally, so it was pretty much impossible to pry this thing open. The next move was I went ahead and I put a hole in the top of the plastic part to try to see how it was put together, what was holding on to the pin that went up into the receiving part. At this point I didn't know which end was detached from the other one because I'd never actually seen the thing or paid attention when they took it apart. So after I got the hole in there, I could actually see that the pin was jammed up in there and that somehow this thing was holding onto the pin. The next step was to cut more and more of the plastic away so I could see how it was holding this pin and what it would take to release it. So I used some normal snips to cut away the plastic to see what I was up against. Once I got enough of the plastic removed, I could see that there was two metal pieces that kind of catch the pen as it's jammed through there, and so it was just a matter of prying up one of those metal pieces so that the pen would move free. And that's pretty much it there. A brief diagram is you have the bottom part, which contains the pen and the ink. Then you have the top piece, which actually just does nothing more than catches the pen. You have a red ink container, a black ink container, and this nail looking thing. And the idea is if you pull real hard on the nail, it'll basically crack the ink containers, which will then turn around and spill ink all over the garment. So once you're holding one of these security tags, what are you going to do with it now that you removed it? The only thing I can think of is let's break it and see what it does. So I grabbed a shirt that one of my coworkers, Steve, used to say was pretty ugly, and I kind of agreed. Went ahead, stuck her on there, and then pulled. After I broke it, only the red one went ahead and dribbled ink out. There wasn't that much. It smelled really bad, and it dried really quick. I went ahead and sprayed alcohol on it and also ran some water on it just to see what would happen and whether or not it'd wash out, and nah, you're pretty much hosed if one of these things breaks on you. Thanks for watching, and please don't use this to steal stuff from stores, but if you're ever caught in a situation where you've got a garment with one of these stupid tags on it, I've actually read that some stores will send out an employee to your home to remove it, which if I had known that ahead of time, I'd probably be making a video laughing at them coming to remove this, so keep that in mind. Have a good one.